So let's do number 1. We have the roots -1, 3, and -6. In our past lesson, ang goal natin ay hanapin ng roots, correct? Given the polynomial equations, hanapin mo yung roots. But this time, baligtad. Yung roots naman yung given, hahanapin mo naman yung polynomial equation. Okay? So ang roots given natin ay -1, +3, lagyan natin ko ng space, +3, and then we have -6. From here, since these are the values of x, these are your roots, i-convert natin sila to their factored form. So, yung -1, ang factored form niya, ito gawin mo lang, positive. So, ang factored form ng x is equal to -1 is x plus 1. And then, lagyan mo lang ng parenthesis. Okay? Next, ang factored form ng +3, since +3 siya, ang magiging factor mo niyan ay minus or negative, okay? So, you have x minus 3. And then, dito naman, yung -6, dahil negative siya, gawin mo lang positive, so it will become x plus 6. And then, equate it to 0. This is now the factored form of the roots -1, 3, and -6. And from there, pwede mo nang hanapin yung polynomial. Okay? Paano? By using FOIL method. Okay? So, kung magpo-FOIL method tayo, pairing muna tayo. Unahin natin itong dalawa. So, we have x plus 1 times x minus 3. Okay? So, ito muna ang unahin natin. And then, these are binomials. So, FOIL method is the key. Okay? According to FOIL method, F stands for first. So, first terms, x and x. Lagay natin dito para dun sa mga hindi pa masyadong gaano kabisado ang FOIL method. So, ang first natin ay x times x. That is x squared. So, x squared yon. And then, we have the inner. Inner natin yung dito. Pagtan natin yung kulay para makita nyo. Inner. Yung inner terms natin. So, we have 1 times x. So, ang inner natin ay 1 times x. And 1 times x is simply x. So, you have x here. And then, we have outer. Yung ating outer. Asan ang outer natin? So, these are outers. Okay. So, you have x times -3. You have negative 3x. Negative 3x dito. Okay. And then, we have L for the last terms. Last terms. So, ano ang last terms natin? We have +1 and -3. So, +1 times -3. Positive times negative is negative. 1 times 3 is 3. So, you have -3. Okay? Now, let's combine them. From here, pwede mo nang isolve yung, usually naman, ang inner at saka outer lang naman ang like terms dyan eh. So, pwede mo na siyang i-combine directly. So, you have a positive and a negative. So, ibig sabihin, magma-minus ka. And 3 is greater than the coefficient of x, which is 1. So, ibig sabihin, ang final result mo ay negative. And ang coefficient ng x ay, numerical coefficient ng x ay 1. May 1 siya dyan. So, 3 minus 1, that is 2. And then, just simply copy x. Okay? So, ito na yung kukopyahin natin. Itong tatlo na nandito sa taas. Okay? So, we have now x squared minus 2x minus 3. Tapos na ba tayo? Not yet, kasi meron pa tayong isang factor pang natitira. Itong x plus 6 pa. So, from there, last natin konti. So, from there, pwede na nating i-multiply yung nakuha natin kanina na 2 factors. Nung minultiply natin yung 2 factors, pwede na nating i-multiply yung next factor, which is x plus 6. And then you will multiply it with x squared minus 2x minus 3 to get the polynomial equation of the given roots. Okay? Now, let's solve it. We have x times x squared. Sabihin natin dito. X times x squared. According to law of exponents, if you are multiplying a given variable in which they share the same base, anong gagawin sa exponent? I-add. Tama? So, ang exponent ng x ay 1, ang exponent ng x squared is 2. So, you have x raised to 1 plus 2. So, you have x cubed. So, x times x squared is x cubed. Okay. Next, x times negative 2x. So, x times negative 2x. The numerical coefficient of x is 1. So, 1 times 2, that is 2. And positive times negative is negative. And x times x, ang exponent ng x ay 1. Ang exponent ng negative 2x din dito ay 1. So, that is x raised to 1 plus 1. So, x times x, that is x squared. So, meron kang negative 2x squared. Okay? Next, we have x times negative 3. So, you have x times negative 3. X is a variable. Negative 3 is a constant. So, copy. Make sure na yung constant mauna muna because it will become your leading coefficient, or should I say numerical coefficient. So, negative 3x. This is negative 3x. Okay? Sulat natin sila dito sa baba. We have x cubed minus 2x squared minus 3x. Okay. Next. 6 naman. I-distribute naman natin yung 6. 6 times x squared. Okay? So, we have 6 times x squared. This is a constant and x squared is a variable. Hindi sila magkamag-anak. So, copy 6x squared. Okay? So, this is 6x squared. Next, 6 and negative 2x. So, you have 6 times negative 2x. Positive times negative is negative. 6 times 2, that is 12. And x doesn't have a similar. Or 6 doesn't have a variable. So, x lang yun. Minus 12x. Next, we have 6 and negative 3. So, 6 times negative 3. Positive times negative is negative. 6 times 3, that is 18. So, you have negative 18. And then, you will write it down na here, provided, pagtapatin mo na yung pareho ang exponent. Okay? Ang 6x squared, nasa baba ni negative 2x squared kasi meron silang exponent na 2. And then, minus 12x minus 18. Okay? And then, you will add this. Bring down negative 18 kasi wala naman siyang katapat. And then, negative and negative, that means you have to add. But the final sign will still be negative. 3 plus 12 is 15. And then, copy x. Next, we have a negative 2 and a positive 6. So, ibig sabihin, hindi pareho, magsusubtract ka. And 6 is larger than 2. And the sign of 6 is positive, so plus. And then 6 minus 2, that is 4. And then copy x squared. And then bring down x cubed kasi wala naman siyang katapat. So, given the roots negative 1, tama ba ako? Negative 1, 3, and negative 6, the polynomial form or the polynomial equation of that is x cubed. Therefore, sige, mag-therefore muna tayo. Therefore, the polynomial equation with the roots of negative 1, positive 3, and what's the other one? Is it negative 6? Yeah, it is negative 6. X plus 6. So negative 6 is x cubed plus 4x squared minus 15x minus 18, and then you have to equate it to 0 kasi polynomial equation ang kailangan natin. Okay. And that's it. That's how you solve for the polynomial equation if the root is or the roots are already given. Okay. That's number 1.